Afternoon all, second test ride of the day, visor down. So, second bike, we've just finished the Diablo and stepped literally straight off the Diablo onto this, which is the blue Lexmoto Titan that we did the ride test on for customer about 3-4 weeks ago. So, customers brought it back and basically come off of it, and we've had a look at it. Now he said obviously it fell off because the brake came on, but there's no damage to the bar and it's all back end scrapes, which normally points out to me that the back end's been slid out. But we've obviously put it all back together, done a service on it, checked it all over, bolt checked it, been round it, and it runs fine. Now obviously now it's had a service, I can open it up to 50 mile an hour, which is dead bang straight up 12 o'clock centre of the screen. So that's about 45, but we're going to sit there just after about 12:30. So no engine lights showing, everything is all good, bike is running fine, I'm dominating the lane position at number 2, and we're just going to see what this rides are like, and obviously check out the braking. But absolutely no issues with this bike whatsoever. It has been already test ridden by 2 mechanics. So Macaulay's had it out, he's been round the block, I've had it out, been round the block, and Phil has asked me now to obviously go and do a nice long run, which is what I'm doing. And watching that lorry coming up behind me. And obviously if it was a front end drop, you would normally see scratches to the mirrors, the bar ends, the lever, front panel, because the mirror is the furthest part out of the bike. There's nothing to the mirror at all. It's literally all exhaust scrapes at the back of the bike. Weird. Your opinions please down below. How do you get scrapes on the back of a bike on the exhaust but nothing on the front? I'd like your opinion please as viewing public, because obviously the customer's questioned, was it put together right, was it PDI'd? Yes it was given a ride test, and we always do the walk round, you know what I'm like. So the walk round's been done as well, and told about your maintenance and how to bolt check and how to look for stuff, but everything is fine, the bike is running lovely, happy days. Now, I'm going to point out a few things, because a lot of people do obviously comment and ask questions on my YouTube channel. What's the service regime? I bang on about this every time. Now, it's up to you whether you listen to me or completely ignore what I tell you and go and do your own thing on a bike. But any new bike should be running 40 miles an hour, maximum of 45 first, normally 300 to 500 miles depending on what your service schedule says. Some of the bikes are 300, some are 500, but most are 500 miles, 3 months, 40 mile an hour, 45 max, and then get your bike in for a service. If, with a big if, question mark, you are not going to listen to my advice and you're going to pin the throttle absolutely everywhere, full speed, full chat, then you are going to wear the engine out a hell of a lot quicker. You're going to cause ball wear, piston wear, barrel wear. Am I really bothered that you're not listening? No, because in 6 months' time you're going to be in for a new engine and you're going to be spending out on your bike. We're going to have the cost to do it for you, so you're going to get charged by us. So it's in your own interests to run the bike in slowly and take your time. Rear brake, combined braking works well, and a big handful of front brake, and stop. Headstock is good, suspension works well, forks dive nicely, and the tyre kicks in. Just what I want to see. So once you've had your service, then you can do 50 mile an hour, 55 max for the next 3,000. Some are bikes are 2,000, some are 2.5. Look at your service schedule. Once you've done that, you are good to go. Get 2 services out the way, you're good to go. And it's not just the 125s, it's the big bikes as well. So take your time, run your bike in. And the other thing is, obviously someone said, oh yeah, but Chinese tyres are terrible. No, they're not. Back in the 70s, all we had was nylon tyres. We didn't have none of this fangled 2 compound treads and 2 CTs and the latest hyper rubber that's stuck to the roads like glue. We had crappy old tyres back in the 70s and 80s. You are not going to ride coming on both brakes and ooh, stoppy stop, look at that, brakes work fine. Right, as I was saying, bike tyres will not work as effectively in the wet as they do in the dry. Some will, some won't. But you're not going to be riding around at dry weather speeds in the wet. You're going to slow it down, and that is where a lot of you youngsters get it wrong. You still think that you can ride around full chat in the rain, greasy, slippy roads, and it's not going to work for you, which is why a lot of the bike riders, when we've had like five or 6 days of this with the sun and it rains, we will take our time even when the roads are dry, because the roads will be as greasy as anything with all the oil and the debris and everything on the road. So you need to obviously slow it down in the wet, and that's where a lot of youngsters don't and end up washing out on the front end or the rear end. That is your next thing. And then obviously your maintenance. When you're told to keep an eye on your bike for the fact it's a brand new bike, bolts will work the way loose until they bed in, even on the big main brand bikes. So it is up to you to make sure, as part of your riding regime, that you are bolt checking, light checking, tyre pressures as well. 2 psi can make a hell of a lot of difference to the way a bike handles. So you should be doing it as part of your maintenance every time you ride your bike. And I'm not saying go and check your tyre pressures every morning or check your, but you should certainly be checking all your lights, indicators, horn, and making sure everything works correctly. Tyre pressures once a week. You never know when you're going to pick up something in your tyre's going to deflate, you're going to take the bike out. So you should at least be doing a walk round every time you take your bike out. And I do religiously. It is a faff, but it's 2 minutes to just walk around the bike, boom, 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 and 2 minutes can save your life. So take your time and do your bolt checks and your regular maintenance, tyre pressures, water, oil, check your petrol, make sure you're putting E5 in it. That is just a couple of pointers for you guys. And everyone's like, oh, we love the advice, we love the advice. Well, do it. Don't leave it to chance, and you're just going to cut in, you complete and utter. Yeah. The window is so loaded that he can't see behind him either. Right, we are going to go right here. We're going back to the garage. The bike rides absolutely perfectly. Oh, lo and behold, it's one of these every drivers, isn't it? Yeah, that figures. Which lane are we going in? Is he going to cross over? I'm going to sit back here because this numpty in front is probably going to want to get into my lane. Told ya. Absolutely. Another one that's got his driving licence out of a cereal box. Yeah, absolutely useless. I have a good mind to drop a filter and get past him. I could actually do that, but I've got a car over my shoulder, so I shall sit and wait. Because I just want to see where this numpty's going next. And being an every driver, you know what every stands for? Yes. Every parcel is broken. Every parcel doesn't get delivered. I wonder if he's a poster or a thrower. Is he the type that will throw your parcel over the back gate or over? Oh dear, I do love having a word of time. You can spot them coming in, can't you? You get your spider senses. Once you get aware of vehicles on the road, your spider senses just absolutely tingle when something is going to happen. So we're back at the garage. Titan is all good. We have put on 455. We're at 46. By the time we get back, it's going to be 462, so 7k. Nice little run out on the bike. Everything is hunky-dory. Have the brakes come on by themselves, which is what he said. I was going around the corner and the brakes just come on. Brakes don't just come on. And yet I can trail brake on a corner and have absolutely no issues. So trail brake, let's trail brake the front end. There we go. Absolutely nothing. We'll do it again. We shall come into the corner, trail brake on the front end, and big handful of front brake while I'm coming around the corner. No, nothing. So you make your own minds up, guys. How does a brake just come on its own? Absolutely no. Right, we're back at the garage. Coffee time or bottle of water time. Thank you very much. Another bike done. RB is going to go get a drink. I will see you on the next one. Till then, and be well, ride safe, and as always, it's a big goodbye from me.